I apologize in advance, but this is a Reddit video. Now, I originally was not going to make a Reddit video. I was going to make a video about an Instagram page, and then I was going to make a video about a game, which I'm not going to stop playing games. I like playing games, but I also know that for this channel, I do want it to be, a larger channel. I want to, get some of a subscriber base, get some supporters, all that type of stuff. But I also know that I want to make, what I want. And not only do I want to make what I want, but I also want to be very consistent with it. I missed yesterday because, if you guys don't know, I have a main channel and I had to make something over there, and I just didn't split up my time properly, so I did miss yesterday. But we're back on it today. We're going to be talking about sad cringe today. Now, sad cringe is probably my favorite subreddit, which I don't know how that, I don't know how that makes you feel about me, but it's probably my favorite subreddit because it has some of the greatest posts, text conversations, etc. of all time. Now, when I do videos like this, I already understand that it's going to be kind of hard to make them interesting, right? Because there's going to be things that you've already seen before, and just the guy reading something and talking about it is not the most interesting thing ever, right? Obviously, I have gameplay in the background, but it's not the best thing ever. However, I'm going to try my best to make it as entertaining as possible. Now, some of these are going to probably be better than others, but anyway, I'm just going to go for it. Let's try it. Okay, our first post here, we got a beautiful Facebook post here about a pregnant wife. Everyone has experienced childbirth because everyone's been born. So everyone's experienced childbirth at least once. And experiencing it again is beautiful, if it's actually a child you want and it's actually your child, then, you're really happy about it, because your girlfriend, wife, whoever it is, partner, they're with it. They're ready to have your kid. Everyone's happy, hopefully, and there you go. So, hey, sometimes when you're happy like that, you want to post it to Facebook. That's what I was getting to. You want to post it to Facebook. You want to show everybody your pride and joy, being your pregnant wife. That's your pride and joy now. So, let's go for it. My beautiful wife-to-be left this in the bathroom. Can't wait to see my son/daughter. Like Mary herself. Someone does the Moses like, what? Someone else says, he says, thanks, I'm really excited. Hey, that's amazing news, man. Were you guys planning on it? Nope, she's still a virgin. Lol, that's why I thought it was weird, like in the Bible. And really, I've read this before, I've seen this before, and I don't know if it's real or not, but what I do know is, I want to know what Green responded under that. I've always wanted to know that. What did they say? I want to know if they were just like, haha, yeah, like they were just going with it because they felt bad, or if they were like, I gotta tell you something, I'm gonna message you. Like, I want to know what happened. And I want to know the aftermath, because if dude is serious and he actually thinks that, that's the whole extra situation. Now we have a horrifying post from 4chan. And listen, 4chan, I don't use it, but there are some great posts, there's some funny posts, there's some sad posts, there's all type of posts. But there's also some horrifying posts, and this is one of them. Now, I like to think a lot of times on 4chan, due to the anonymity, a lot of posts are either just completely faked or they're planned. I know some of them aren't, but I like to think that. Because if you remember the Belle Delphine thing, where like she's saying something about people knowing who she is, and then someone's like, I know who you are, I even know where you are, and they have like that candid photo, basically them like behind something and showing her. Well, it came out that was her friend, and she even confirmed that. So I hope images like that are always fake, but stalkers are real, and so this could be real too. But regardless, let's go with this image. So it starts with a picture of this woman. Hopefully, I hope it's not like a girl. I think that's an adult. The problem is there's like a bench and it's through a window, and that makes me wonder if this is college or if this is like high school or if this is like before that, because you never know when like a weird teacher or something could be using 4chan. Not that everyone that uses 4chan is inherently weird, but like this person would be weird taking pictures of people they don't even know and posting stuff like this. So anyway, let me just read it. If only I was normal, if I had a social life, social media presence, a car, a driver's license, a little more confidence, I could take her out. I'd take her to a movie, a restaurant. We would laugh and bond together throughout the night, just connect as humans. And ultimately, we'd make love and lay together and make each other laugh and sleep together. But that won't happen. Not in this life. I said it was horrifying at first because, taking pictures of people without their permission, talking about the fantasies you're having with them. But when I read it out, I realized this is just sad. This is sad. It's kind of depressing. I feel bad for the guy. I hope life gets better. Most of your goals, man, I'm going to be really honest with you, not that hard to achieve, regardless of the situation you're in right now. It might take some true sacrifice depending on how you're going to have to do it, but a lot of this, all of it can be worked on, and a lot of it you can achieve within the next year, to be completely honest with you. So, don't give up. Try to turn your situation around, but we're going to move on to the next one because, it's pretty depressing. Wedding photography. Now, this is an email to a wedding photographer. As far as I know, it's about wedding photography. Now, anybody that works in the photography business knows you're getting emails all the time about, rates. Can you take pictures at this specific place? Can you take pictures on this specific date? Can we have this theme? Can we do this thing? There's a lot of requirements for a picture, but typically, those people are involved when it comes to wedding photography. As you'd hope, they're engaged to be married, right? Well, this is an email. Wedding photography. Hi, I noticed that your wedding photography starts at $2,000. I presume it goes up from there. Roughly, how much do most couples spend? How much notice do you usually require for a midweek wedding? Your profile seems to suggest you're flexible with your setup as you want to capture real moments. That would suit us well because the current plan is to start at the blank, form a procession to the ruins, crossing a newish mini waterfall area, doing some door games, having a reveal of the bride, marching back to the pavilion, conducting a tea ceremony, and then having an exchange of vows and rings. Our reception would be at Braxton's. My friend values her Chinese heritage, and I think the outline honors that in style. Having a top-notch photographer on board with that would be awesome. I like to note that my friend and I are currently just friends, but we're definitely very happy when we talk with each other and things seem magical with her. I'm hoping we're both thinking that marriage is part of our destiny. There's some hurdles to overcome first, but we've got time. Looking forward to hearing from you. Now, I know some of you, as I read it, you began to become more horrified. You became that Ratatouille meme where the guy's reading the thing and he just keeps getting more and more scared. That might be you right now. You might be like, well, it's not. I feel like there's three different types of reactions. There's the this guy is literally insane and he's probably gonna stalk her if she doesn't marry him reaction. There's the this is not that bad, he's just a delusional guy reaction. And then there's the I don't see what's wrong with that reaction. If you're having that reaction, I'm praying for you, because this is not just like, oh, I got a crush on somebody or I'm attracted to somebody and I have accidentally just sat down and imagined our whole life together. This isn't like he's just fantasizing to himself, but also has in his brain, like, we haven't even been involved yet. Like, he's not self-aware, or he's choosing not to be. To me, if I had to give my personal opinion, I feel like you might want to start out with actually asking her out in a romantic way. Maybe it's a little too far to, plan your entire wedding, literally giving a play-by-play of everything exactly that you already want to do and the place you want the reception to be at, and you haven't even gone on a first date yet. I understand it's your friend. I'm sure you've gone 2 places before, but like, you haven't even gone on a first date yet. Now, this is an emotional post. It takes place in the Facebook group Psychotic Emos. Let's not judge anybody here, okay? Everyone has had a phase in their life. Maybe not an emo phase, but you've had a phase that you might not want other people to know about. Maybe you're in that phase right now. Maybe you're in that phase for your entire life because it's actually who you are as a person. I don't know. But what I do know is you can't judge these people. Okay, just because they're in the Psychotic Emos Facebook group doesn't mean anything. Now let's talk about the post. Here we go. When your heart is broken and bleeding, the only way to show it is to cry the pain through your eyes. Now, that's a powerful statement. I feel like that should be in the book that has the greatest quotes. The greatest quotes book. This is a philosophical statement that I feel like should definitely be taught in every single AP class in all high schools. Matter of fact, all colleges should also make sure to feature this post. Any psychology class, any literature class, This is what you call a peak mental understanding of the human condition right here. And I want to tell you guys something. A lot of you guys need to cry the pain through your eyes. It's okay. It's okay to cry the pain through your eyes. And I think, him showing that really just shows that he's not afraid to be honest. He's not afraid to show everybody that he, in fact, can cry the pain through his eyes. So that's really powerful. This is an interesting one. And I know this text conversation may be controversial. I don't know how many people are going to see this, so I don't know if anybody's going to comment about it, but I can imagine this text conversation could, in theory, be a bit controversial because on one hand, I think people are going to side with the one side. I think on the other hand, people are going to side with the person that actually took the screenshot. And I think other people are going to be in the middle, which, that's how literally most opinions work, but let's see it. Hey Dan, I had a great time tonight, and thank you for covering the tickets and dinner. I really think you're a great guy, but I don't think we'll have a second date. I wish you the best of luck. Okay, so, that's fine. It's an L. Might be a little disappointment, might be a little hurt, especially if you didn't see anything wrong. But that's how the dating game goes. You're going to take L's. You're going to be in, you're not always going to win. That's the point. You're not always going to win. And you're not always going to get what you want. That's just how life works. So that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. And pretty much this guy reiterates that statement by saying, yeah, it's totally fine. I understand. Could I maybe ask why or what changed your mind? Now, personally, I feel like some people feel like you shouldn't ask that. I feel like it's up to you, but I feel like it's the way you ask it, right? Because if you're just asking like that, like, hey, could I maybe ask why or what changed your mind? It kind of is like, okay, I'm trying to see what I can do better. But I feel like other people ask it in a way of like, how could you, break up with me when there's, or not break up, but how could you reject me when there's nothing wrong with me type of question, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I checked your astrology chart on Snapchat and saw that you're an Aquarius. I haven't really had the best of relationships with them, and in the past it's all ended in pain and me being more hurt than before. I'm sure you're a great guy and you were a sweetheart to me tonight, but I don't think this will work out for us. Oh, okay, can you Venmo me the $42 for movies and dinner? Now, I know a lot of people are going to be controversial about, are going to view the astrology. I can talk. A lot of people are going to view the astrology as controversial. I know that. I know a lot of people are going to view it as controversial because it's a controversial topic. A lot of people think it's dumb. They think that people shouldn't believe in it. And people think that it's irritating. It makes a lot of people mad because they're like, why would you follow this and use it to define people when you don't even know them? And I understand that sentiment, right? Now, I used to be a lot more of a hater than I was before. Now I really just don't care at all. I say do your thing. Believe in what you want to believe in. But if it was me in this situation, I wouldn't really be bothered because, in my opinion, I would say that if somebody believes a certain way and they let you know that, it's a situation where you have to sit down and say, well, it is what it is. If they feel as though all of a certain type of person aren't going to be good for them because of a few people, that's how it is. And it's better for you to know that and for them to let you go than for you to sit there and say, or for you to sit there and try to, I guess, work your way through it, or for you to sit there and try to fight back or be mad or whatever. It's better to just say, hey, I understand, keep it pushing. You got to respect people's decision in any situation like that. And that's just how it goes. This is a sad 3 text exchange. Now, I've already read this as I've read other things here before. This one was just really wrong place, wrong time, This was one of those. It's like there's no possible way you could do this knowingly, but it's happened. Hey, you're my number neighbor. What's up? You just texted my dead husband's phone. I am so sorry. Now, I would be mortified. Personally, I would be mortified. I would be just like, I would feel horrible. Because, I can only imagine. Imagine if, the husband just died, a month ago. That would make it worse. But I hate to see it. I really do hate to see it. I hope it's fake, as I do for a lot of these. I hope this is fake. Because obviously it's Reddit, you gotta cross the number out. I hope it's fake, but if it's real, that's brutal. That's super brutal. I hope, their day got better. This is a very sad Twitter post, as a lot of Twitter posts are. We did kind of delve into sad cringe in a way with the Twitter video. I'm pretty sure that's actually the last video I posted if you want to check it out. I went through pretty much one of the most, hostile Twitter threads of all time, akin to criticals angriest comment section video, and that, I would say that thread contained a lot of sad cringe, because the sadness was like, wow, I can't believe they're putting this all out there. And that was also where the cringe came from, because it was like some pitiful stuff they were putting out there, but it was cringe because it was like, you're really just putting this out there. And since both accounts are now deleted or privated or whatever, I kind of think it's real. I don't know now. But anyway, let's get on to this post. Being a stepdad isn't easy, but coming down and opening a world's best dad card and brand new aftershave this morning. Wow, what a feeling. Turns out it was for Liam's biological dad, and I had to rewrap it, but still had a lovely day. Now, first of all, I got to commend this man's attitude. I want to have an attitude like that about life. You know, you take an L, it's horrific. Honestly, this is like a catastrophic loss, in my opinion. I mean, this is a day ruiner for sure. And the fact that he was able to not even probably let it affect them, that's powerful, man. That's a powerful guy, you know, because a lot of people always talk about stepdads and like, why are you raising somebody else's kid? This and that. You know how that goes. But for him to sit there and basically realistically not get anything for Father's Day, which hopefully he did. Hopefully that was just a present mix-up, but like he actually got something for Father's Day. I hope. I really do. Regardless of that, you know, he took it on the chin, and you got to respect the guy that can take things on the chin, because you're going to take L's in life that you can't control. That's just one of them. You're not always going to get treated fairly. You're not always going to get treated like you should be, but it's about how you handle it. So shout out to him. We're learning a lot of lessons on this subreddit today, I'll tell you that much. So we got conspiracy. Now, I haven't gone through r/conspiracy yet, because I just haven't. You know, I did go through conspiracy TikToks, though. If you want to watch that video as well, it's just a couple of videos back. It's probably my second most popular current video, like from the past week. I had a Pokemon Radical Red video do better, and we're definitely going to be uploading more of that. But back to the Reddit post. This is from r/conspiracy. I've never been on the subreddit. I have no idea how intense it is. I'm sure like any Reddit, there are tame posts and there are insane posts, because that's how it all goes. Now, obviously for me, I'd be looking for the insane posts, because that's where the entertainment's at. But I also want to clarify, when it comes to any of these individuals, you have to understand, people can be mentally ill. So we probably shouldn't really make fun of them, or at least make fun of them and block their name out like this one, because some people are super mentally ill. They have certain delusions and etc., etc. So I'm just saying, be careful. Let's go for it anyway. I think it's over for me and my family. Hi guys, writing this with the heaviest depression ever. Just got the message that my mother and father has to take the vaccine, and they don't seem to have a choice. My dad has his own company, and I'm working there as well. I told him I quit because the state requires obligatory vaccine to continue working. I meant an obligatory vaccine, but you get what I was saying. I'm literally crying because I don't want my parents to take this vaccine, and I don't want to take it either. But sooner or later, they're going to make me in some weird way. I just want to die, literally. Sweden has moved forward on considering travel bans, elder visitation ban, work ban, etc. Help, please. Now listen. Again, critical, Charlie, one of my favorite YouTubers, a YouTuber I kind of want to be like. I don't think I could ever necessarily be compared to him, but I like his style. Just like him, I do not like anti-vaxxers. Now, if you're an anti-vaxxer and you're watching this video, I don't hate you, right? But I don't like you either, because I think it's a very dangerous ideology. It causes a lot of people to catch diseases that shouldn't. It causes a lot of people to die that shouldn't. It's not a great thought process. And so I'm definitely very against that. And listen, I can't stop somebody from believing in that. I can't undo it. But what I will say is, it's not something I believe in. And since I don't believe in it, I don't believe in this, right? I don't believe in this post. I think, you got to get some help. No, but for real, you gotta, I don't know, nothing you can do. I mean, the guy's going to believe in what he's going to believe in, but this is just terrible. At least his parents are getting the vaccine, though, because they probably need it. I don't know how old they are, but they probably need it. Now, I forgot about this post. I haven't seen this post in years. I'm not a long-time Reddit user, but I've been using it for a few years, probably like 3 or 4. And I have never seen this post until now from the first time I saw it years ago. Like, I haven't seen it like several times. I've only seen it once before now. So it's kind of, I forgot about it. But this post is there's so much to say about it. but I'm going to read it first. This is one I'm actually going to read first. So let's see what's going on. It's official with blank. Just for anyone wondering, this is a friendship engagement. Can I double like that? Now, when I first read this, or saw this, I probably saw it. I was probably watching a Q-Star video or something. When I saw this, I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it, and I still can't believe it. I really just hope it's not real, like a lot of these. But if it is, I really question the thought process, right? There's no problem with being friends with somebody. There's no problem being friends with somebody that you're attracted to, and they just don't want you, and you're like, okay, that's cool. We can still be platonic friends. There's no problem with that, you know? There's not even a problem with this post. But at the same time, it's kind of mortifying because, like, why would you post it's official and take a picture, such a couple-like picture like that, and then be like it's a friendship engagement? Why would you announce that? And what is a friendship engagement? Does that mean you're planning to get friendship married? Like, what's a friendship engagement? Because, like, I've heard of a promise ring, right? That's not a real engagement ring, but it's like I don't know what a promise ring actually does. I know it's like a promise to stay together or something. I don't know what a promise ring does or what it symbolizes, but I've never heard of like a friendship ring outside of like you got a friend and you both get the same bracelet or the same ring or whatever to symbolize your bond. I've never heard of like an engagement ring for friends. So anybody that sees this video that wants to comment, theorize with me. Theorize with me in the comments about what that is. What is a friendship engagement? And what does that lead to? Does that mean they're planning to be friends for life before they weren't really planning and they're like, okay, we gotta make this official? That's just odd. I feel like this is taking, not that friendship shouldn't be taken seriously, but I feel like this is taking it to another level that it doesn't need to be. Like, if you're super close friends and you want to be friends for life, that's just what it is. A similar post right here, a similar text conversation, almost, I would go as far as to say this is probably the exact messages that were exchanged before that Facebook post. So let's check it out. I've been thinking about this for a long time, so hey, would you like to be my girlfriend? Girlfriend? I thought we were just friends. Yeah, that's what I meant anyway. Girlfriend GF equals good friends. Now, I understand where this person is coming from. Sometimes you're gonna get rejected. I've gotten rejected before. Everyone's gotten rejected if they've actually went around and had to ask people out more than once. You probably got rejected before. And it happens, and it's one of those things you gotta take on the chin. I honestly feel like, and this might just be my opinion, but I'm pretty sure most people share this sentiment, backpedaling makes it so much worse. Like, backpedaling makes it horrible. Because if you're just sitting here and you're like, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend, and they're like, girlfriend, I thought we were just friends, and then you could be like, yeah, but I wanted to see if we could make it more, and if they're like, no, I'm not interested in you, blah, 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 then you can just be like, all right, I understand, I hope we can still be friends, and you leave it at that, right? I feel like that sounds so much better than, like, trying to, like, obviously cover it up with a lie. I don't know. I mean, it makes for funny content, but I feel like generally it's actually pretty sad. And to follow that post up with another similar post, we got a tweet that says, ladies, do you have a crush on me? 23 votes, 100% no. Now, first of all, only 23 people. I'm going to assume it was all mutuals, and it was probably all their friends, and they thought it would be funny to all vote no. Or this was set up and it was all alt accounts that voted no. Either way, it worked, obviously, because it has over 15K upvotes on Reddit over 3 years later. And at the time of the screenshot, it had 251 likes and 488 retweets. So people clearly saw it. But, you know, I think this is one of those. I feel like a lot of polls are pre-set up, almost. Like, they're like, guys, all vote no on this. I want it to be funny. But I also feel like sometimes people just see it. Like, they see that, like, there's a bunch of no's, and they're like, okay, we gotta do it, you know? But anyway, my friend went on a first date a few days ago. I asked him how it went, and he sends me this screenshot. Now, before I get into this screenshot, I want to clarify that you're about to witness a brutal murder. You're about to witness a horrific display here. So if you're a faint-hearted, you know, I recommend logging off now. That's right. Don't even just close the video. Log off and turn your computer off. That's how bad this is. So let's go for it. Hey, I hope you had as much fun last night as I did. I don't consider listening to you rant about how much you like Star Wars in your gross apartment for 2 hours a fun time. Ah, geez, I'm sorry. I know I can get long-winded when talking about something I'm passionate about. I'm guessing this is your way of telling me you don't want a second date? God, please never contact me again. Also, please get hair inputs or something ASAP. Your baldness is gross. Now, that was horrific. That was a brutal display of rejection. However, I do tend to hope and believe that it's fake. And I know I said that for literally everything, but this one especially, because it's such a divide, right? If that makes sense. The guy that took the screenshot, he's so nice. He was very cordial. He was very polite. Even when they sent the first message that was extremely rude, I honestly wouldn't have even responded to it if they would have said that. The fact that he was so nice about it and handled it so well, and then they came back again and were even more rude, it's like almost the hero-villain divide. And a lot of times I feel like text conversations like that have to be manufactured, because I feel like I know people can be this bad, but I also don't necessarily always expect somebody to act this good. Now, I don't know. This could be real. Anyway, that was sad cringe. I don't know how good this video is. I'm going to find out when I'm doing all this editing, since I just recorded for like 30 minutes. Good Lord. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it, because I'm definitely going to have to do a lot of editing. Also, I don't know, subscribe, turn on notifications, whatever. Oh, right. Also, even more important, follow my Twitter. I still have 0 followers because I have nobody on this channel yet. So if you want to be the first follower, or the second, or the third, you should do it. Please. Maybe I'll tweet something funny. But anyway, that's it. Have a good day. Watch another video if you want. Check out the main channel if you want. Follow Twitter again. Linked in the description. Linked in the pinned comment maybe. And that is it. Goodbye. Also suggest something if you want me to cover it. Thank you. Have a good day again. Bye.